Excuse me. Okay, I'll say it. It was 11:11 when I go live on this video. Thank you, Lord Source God Creator, all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, for this energy that flows through me, that I am, that I do, that I be. We are all one and yet simultaneously autonomous. And we're so thankful and grateful for our connection, for this vibe that links this tribe of love and peace and happiness. Praise. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. Where are you at in the world? What's your name? What you doing? What time is it? Where you at? It was 11:11 in the morning when we started this show here. We're going to get started right away. Okay. Feelings that I carry, embedded deep inside. A desire to know you, with nowhere left to hide. I don't know how to say it. I just know that I need it. I can feel that you surround me with your love, and it feels so good, good. Knowing you are there, it feels so good, good. Knowing you are out there. Some try to deny your very existence. I feel your loving vibe everywhere I go. I don't know how to say it. I just know that I feel it. You constantly surround me with your warm grace, and it feels so good, good. To know that you are there, it feels so good, good. Knowing you are out there. So, that's a song called Grace from Portia Monique. I chopped it and screwed it a little bit. There's a part where it says, hold on a second. And it feels so good, good. Do you know that you are real? That's what it's supposed to say. And I know that very well. But for whatever reason, I kept going to say, to know that you're out there, to know that you're out there, to know that you're there. So right now, what's important is that somebody is there. What's important is knowing that you're surrounded by this loving energy. Knowing you're there, I feel that as a reference to source in this. So check that song out if it's for you. It may be the high vibrational. It could be your feel-good song for somebody. That's your feel-good song for somebody. Okay? So, thank you for these perfect messages. Whenever you find them, you're divinely designed to find them because they're something you have aligned with. And so where it resonates, pick it up and run with it. Where it doesn't, leave it where you found it. That's fine too, because you're always the one who decides for you. It's your choice. It's your choice. It's your choice. Choose what will stay and choose what will go. Choose what flushes and choose what flies. Okay. This is your ability, strength, power to approve or deny. Ooh, thank you, Leslie Scott. What else do you have for us this morning? Which way will you go? Who will you choose to get to know? And why? Start with your why. That'll tell you so much more. And create your own rainbows every day. Love it. That's like a giant mug. Okay. Oh. In the place of the foundation of the words of clarity, you've been hard at work, hard at work, hard at work. What have you been working on? You've been hard at work because it's saying in place of love, you have gain. You have gain. And I see also material gains in this as well. I do. It's screaming at me that there are also material gains in this. In the place of peace, we have the word dispatch. Dispatch is sending the energy out. You're dispatching your peace. For happiness, you have to decide. Gain, dispatch, and decide. So it seems like there's obviously choices are being highlighted with the words of clarity today. Decisions up, decisions down, decisions in. What way are you going to make this decision? Let's see what we have coming out. The flashcards today, we have the 3 penguins. Support, guidance, signs, synchronicities, direction being given. And it's the third time for emphasis. And it's the third time for emphasis. And it's the third time for emphasis. The bottom of the deck is a book. You've gathered enough knowledge and wisdom through experience that you have awareness that these are signs, that these are synchronicities, that is guidance that you're seeing and receiving. So there's following the wisdom that you have. And then when we look at the major arcana energy today, a lot of people who are going with the energies that are on earth instead of against. So if they're going with it, then they're seeing things about themselves they ain't seen before. Understanding why things fall apart and seeing how every fall apart was just a falling together. Those who are not could be actually going into a state of mental chaos, confusion, discontent, disillusionment, feeling lost. Some people feeling that dark night of the soul on earth on the other end of the spectrum. So which end of the spectrum do you fall into? Because if you're on anywhere on the spectrum and it's making sense to you, then this is a message here for you. Then the presence is present within you. Praise. A lot of people's psyche, mentality, ideas, belief systems, synaptic patternings changing from the lower to the higher. So a lot has happened in the physical experience. Everybody's had some physical experiences. This is a very physical experience. And begin to understand the whys and the hows and the ins and the outs and the thens and the nows and the thens and the nows. One more time for emphasis. And the thens and the nows being made apparent. But there's the lessons available. The spiritual teacher. Somebody who freely provides information, awareness, spiritual service, assistance, guidance. and only able to provide that having found it for their self. So they say, I've been on this long, dark night journey, and I've been going through this on my own. And I see you. I see you. I'm so happy to see someone. And in seeing you, I see that you've been going through it too. Well, these are some of the things that help me get through. Because I see in my experience, I'm in a place of gratitude for all the wisdom that got me through what I've been going through lately. So somebody got some strategies, some ideas, some we want to use the hookups. We want to say hookups. Somebody knows the hookup. Somebody got the hookup. Somebody got the hookup, and they're like, look, check this out. I hooked up. Ooh, long extension cord. The long extension cord is still extending. Hold on, I gotta write that down. Hold on. Somebody say, I'm hooked up. You want to get hooked up too? And somebody on the lower vibration who's living in their lower chakras may be just literally having a hookup. Seriously, they might just go on and get that immediate gratification. But in relationships, there's somebody here who's asking themselves, this situation that's come up, is this really for me? Because it seems to all have been falling together, and there are signs and synchronicities that I see. So decision being made after some introspection in regards to a connection with another person. Somebody deciding with which social circle or group they want to spend their time. Organization, possibly. Which neighborhood do they want to live in? Which city do they want to live in for somebody? Decisions coming up, but the signs are there, and they're coming in as a major factor for the tribe of love and peace and happiness. And they're coming up as a major factor in the decision. Here, of which way you gonna go. Okay. The bottom of the Sacred Circle Tarot that I chose to do the reading today is the Eight of Cups, and it says abandonment. So there's a walking away either physically, but more important, an emotional detachment. I'm hearing a detachment to outcomes. How can you detach to outcomes? Your attachment to outcomes. Thank you. Lester Scott. Your attachment to outcomes puts in restrictions on movement, on flow. So there's a greater flow available to you, but you choose to restrict yourself to defined outcomes. And so that's what's coming up in the spread today. The King of Wands, fire energy coming up, saying, you have many skills, talents, and abilities. A lot of things that are ready to come through you. Hey, Wanda, Grand Rising. We have Reset. You got a lot of skills, talents, and abilities. There's a lot of things for you to do. You got this fire in you. You got to move. You got to go. You're being spiritually inspired to really do something. So somebody's like, I got this urge. I got this craving. I got this strong desire. And it's a spiritual inspiration going on within you. It's a got to take a dump urge is we call it nowadays. It's got to take a shit urge originally, but I've been saying more. Sometimes little kids listen and stuff, and it's a got to take a dump urge. We'll just call it that. There's another way to say this. So there'll be the PG version, right? Anyways, they've heard worse, trust me. But in this picture now, what I'm looking at is his body language. Look at his body language. Do he look like he's inspired, or is he just sitting around like a bump on a log is what he looks like to me. This dude don't look like he's about to jump up and do nothing. He look like he gonna sit in this chair. I'm hearing and think about it. Ooh. What? Oh, so you thought. Then the Tower steps in, which we have in our recent past. And this is, this is probably somebody's past, but maybe it's unfolding. Kind of depends on where you are and vibe with the tribe. Praise of love and peace and happiness. Yes, we are one. Autonomous. We are all connected, yet simultaneously autonomous. Thank you, praise. But here we go. Because of that fact, certain things can only go so far because of that connection. And when you break so far, when you break so far away, then a Tower moment comes in to reset the day. Trying to break too far from the connection of what you are. Ooh. Will cause a Tower moment. But if you are that divine child of the creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be, you are all things. And if you are all things, then separation and disconnection are not real. And here's the harsh truth that epiphany brings. A deeper awareness. Somebody said, what did you just say? I said, don't worry about it. You're going to be okay. It'll come together. And the Tower is actually a good energy because it means that something is expired in your fridge of life. You've had it on chill, and it's supposed to be in the garbage can like 2 weeks ago, and it stank. Get rid of it. And then this is in life, okay? Praise. What else? 4 of Cups. Yeah, I don't like this. This doesn't feel good. I don't like this. New information come to somebody, had a new understanding, and made them unable to continue going in the direction that they were going before. Something shifted. Okay. Okay. Ace of Cups. Page of Discs. I've got a grand idea. Why don't I just invest in the things that fill my cup up, that make me feel real happy? I invest in the things that fill me spiritually. Queen of Discs and the Sun. This deck calls the Queen of Discs expression. So here somebody is expressing their joy, their sun. What is their sun? Their joy. This is actually very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Because there's so much joy and love and authenticity in these cards. Somebody's going from a page to a queen. Somebody's going from a page to a queen because they're taking action. They're taking the action that they've been spiritually inspired to get their gains, because they asked for some peace and they have some decisions to make, because what did you ask for peace with? Within a relationship, within your income, within your family, within your career, within yourself. Hey, if you start there, the rest of the shit gets easier, smoother, more manageable, more intentional sooner. If you start with the last one, right? Oh boy. Let's see what we have the Tower here. Spirituality is guiding your life. Okay, the spirituality is guiding your life. And you're making real gains in doing that, what your soul is calling you to do. Because the ones that are fighting it, they're going through some weird turmoil now coming in, right? At this time. This is different. Okay. We're doing things differently again. Loving it. The Tower affecting the physical realm. So this is the upper realms. And it's interesting that I just love it. I got to say it again. That the spiritual guidance is affecting growth and gains in the physical experience. The spiritual guidance is affecting growth and gains in the physical experience. One more time for emphasis. No, it's not needed this time. So the Tower, the Knight of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Change and change. But this keyword says grounding. When I see the word grounding on this card, it's making me think about it has to be like you got the positive and the negative in the electric, like the car stereo, the car battery, electronics. You have the positive and you got to have that ground wire connected too. Okay. There are changes going on. When the Tower falls, this was fallen. There was resistance. You or somebody around you very resistance to these changes. It's time to change, but look, this person doesn't look like they're getting ready to move neither. They just this is staying still. Where you going? You ain't going nowhere. You just stand there staring. So relaxed. Like there's no gusto with it, you know? It's like, oh God. This is like somebody standing outside watching the tower come down. Somebody is standing outside watching change happen to somebody else. That's why it's like, well, what I can do. I'm over here. It's going down over there. I got myself out. Did you get the message too? Ooh, I got myself out. Did you get your message too? Did you get yourself out? Because the tower's coming down. Let's see what else we have. The Ace of Wands. And it says creativity. And the King of Discs, Earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Yeah, I got myself out. I'm sitting pretty with my resources. I'm connected to Earth, and the sun is setting over here in a beautiful place where I'm safe on my throne. I can relax. I have my resources. 5 + 1 makes 6. There's a victory in this. So you're literally sitting back. And so we have the page. Oh God, how do I increase my knowing and experience of my connection to you How will this world show me how connected I am to you, how one I am with you? And it goes from the queen to the king. So this is a self-development message for somebody, to where not only are you creating your world, now there's so much abundance, you can project that outward. So this is like in finances, money has gotten good enough to where you now can take that money and go make some power moves, so you could get those red bottoms. Somebody talking about some red bottoms, not me. Not do your nails. No, 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 no. Um, whew. In a relationship, this is somebody who found their own honesty with their self so much that they gained so much power for themselves. They, bam, surprise, surprise, there's somebody who comes in. This person's been through some changes. They're ready for a fresh new start, and they just happen to be a perfect match for you. They match your earth energy. They are ready. They're focused. They're driven. They know what they want. They know how to get it. They done did some things before, and they're ready to do some things some more with you. Loving it for you. Mm-hmm. Somebody has a child or a younger lover. If you have a child, it's either an adult child or a grown child, grown enough. They think they're grown anyway. Somebody's like, yeah, she's really only 5 years old, but she thinks she's so grown. And this is saying, in that case, you're going to have a very important family conversation, or you and that child is going to have. This is going to be one of those moments. If you look back, there's weird moments that you had in your history, in your childhood, and they were always spontaneous, but you remember them. You remember. There was that one time. What's that one memory you got from when you was a little kid? Think about it right quick in a hurry. Come on. Yeah, you were little. Was that really planned, or did it just kind of happen? Really happy little moments that you remember. So like for me, it's that night it rained and I sat on the porch and talked to my dad. So every time it rains, I got to smell the smell of the rain on the earth. And I just love it. From sitting on the porch that one night talking with my father about some really cool stuff. Four of Cups, discontent. Somebody's dealing with, or somebody's in a relationship, and in that relationship, it's gotten the monotony. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. So it is very repetitive. Everything is going according to plan in a relationship. What? Okay. The Lord. Everything is going according to plan in the relationship. The Lord is the emperor in the... Why these people in this deck? I never noticed. This guy looks, let me just say, he looks content. But then now that I'm noticing this look of this Lord card and how it's like appears to be hunched over, this guy now all of a sudden he doesn't even look. He looked happy with his big old resources, just chilling, right? But now there's just this questioning look on his face too. But he got a bit of a smirk, and that's what's helping him. This guy over here, he's the emperor. Why he look like he's hiding? Why does the emperor look like he's hiding? The emperor is exactly the opposite energy. So maybe that's what it is. We have an emperor here who's not in his energies of being out there. Somebody's being pushed to expand get up out your comfort zone in this relationship is kind of what I'm feeling like. I also see that something that stinks is going to come out. Somebody going to walk in the bathroom after their husband has a stinky shit, and you going to tell... you're going to be like, exactly what are you eating? What died? High Priestess. Somebody here is so in love with their masculine energy. There's somebody here who was working on from the 1111. They really focused this energy of empowerment, of love and peace and happiness. Praise tribe. And now, what I didn't see before, I see now. Wow, look at this. Somebody is calling in their divine masculine. You see the top of that wand in his hand? This walking stick has a bit of light shining off of it right here. Yeah, I know. My nails are so cool. I love them. And it's like it's responding to the peril. It's responding to the peril that she's holding up. She got the beacon, and he's got the sensor that guides him to the beacon. So there's an opportunity here in this partnership. Let's look deeper. The 5 of Cups says regret. The 9 of Wands says recovery. So this is getting up a whole lot of blocked energy. It's like her energy that she's sending can go through all these blockages, because it travels through these blockages. This person, what's the blockages? Regrets, sorrows of the past. Somebody really trying to do what they can do to try to change something that they feel real bad about, is what I'm seeing here. So look, somebody got a little snotty with their mate and says some things that, hey, really wish those were some things I never said, that I didn't say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. How are they going to say it? And it's like you have all the power in your hands. You'll choose how to use your energy in this, and you'll be guided through spirit in how to do it. And one more. Somebody's realizing where they're delusional. The 7 of Cups says delusion. Somebody is living in a fantasy. Living in a fantasy land. That road is not, it's a road that's taking you to recovery, right? It's a road that's taking you to recovery. So it's like, do you see it or do you not see it? Somebody can see through somebody's delusions that they're trying to play. But there's a certain protection available for this person to where it only goes so far. Whatever games is being played can only go so far. Okay, what else? This is a couple who is in separation they're on different places physically right now. It's like you can't go back down a specific path. So there's a opportunity in a couple to really see the truth about some things. And one of you, the feminine energy, is definitely more in tune, has an idea and has done these things before and is really holding the power in your hand. The masculine energy is finding their way right now. So for somebody, it's like you've been praying and hoping and wishing for your mate. Maybe your mate sits in sorrow. They sit in a lot of regret from the past, and you're just like, I'm on to greener pastures now. The path to the past is, I can't even see the past from where I'm at. But somebody else is having a hard time letting go of that past with regret coming out here. The Five of Cups. This is an emotional structuring that's going on, and that's what this High Priestess is. She's working energetically to create some healing energy over there at that masculine energy is what I see. And what's healing? Creating creating flowers from the love that was spilt. Those are morning glories, they look like, or yeah, those are probably morning glories. It looks like morning glories to me. And the Three Cups are still standing. This is a energy of, I've been through some things. It's been a while. I've done some healing. There's emotional restructuring going on. I'm telling you, somebody's going through emotional restructuring, and somebody's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, well, I don't know what to say. You should be watching the show. You got to stick with us because we'll be talking about this stuff on and on, little by little. As it's revealed, it's healed. And that's a message about this. As it's revealed, it's healed. Somebody is able, you powerful. Let me just say, look at this. Did you see the imagery of the girl? Do I need to show it again? You're really powerful. And this husband of yours, this masculine counterpart of yours that you focus your love on, you're cutting through any deceptions. So they can't deceive you, and they can no longer deceive themselves. They're seeing their own truth, maybe like they never have before. Okay. Back and forth, back and forth. It says defeat. It's the Five of Swords. This is that monkey mind energy, self-sabotage. Somebody who is on their own, somebody who is single, somebody who is not married, somebody who is not in a partnership. Five of Swords. And that's why this is looking at from a distance. Hold on. From a distance. Just hold on. Three of Wands. Three of Discs. Foundation and dedication. Dedication to the new foundation leads to something that works. The Three of Wands and Three of Discs. This is a transmuting of energies. So turning in, so anywhere where you've been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, what I'm seeing, it's like juggling energy back and forth. If you play with balls of energy in your hand, somebody's like, what the heck did she just say that? If you play with balls of energy in your hand and somebody's like, what the heck did you just say that? One more time for emphasis. If you play with balls of energy in your hand and somebody's like, what the heck did she just say that? Then you know that back and forth creates a tension. It causes a building. And the more you play with it back and forth, the more you perceive it, the stronger it gets, the more powerful it gets. And then you can project it outward. Project it outwards. And in doing that, you send in your energy ahead of you. And it's building a new foundation. It's building dedication. This tension has been very productive. It's been divinely orchestrated. Sometimes it's the exact storm, the perfect storm to clear the energy that was needed. The Two of Cups, harmony. This is a card of love. Harmony. Put it over here. And Ten of Wands, force. Harmony and force. See? That's why, okay, because those are the two energies. You go from harmony to try to force, to harmony, to force, harmony, force, harmony, force. When you try to force it, it separates. When you go to harmony, it comes together. Force, trying to harmonize, going into forcing, allowing, restricting, working together, being a little stuck up little bratty little girl or little boy, throwing a tantrum, throwing a fit, manipulating. All that is in the separation of these energies. But what's happened, because it's gone back and forth and 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 back and forth. Now it's making noise, baby. And it looks like money falling. It sounds like the cash app ringing on the phone. It sounds like the money falling in your lap. It looks like cha-ching at registers. It looks like good times and good people. It looks like, oh, now that we figured out how to do this, let's do it again, because it's got a strong foundation, because it's been, I'm hearing the ground has been worked. All this was working the groundwork. You know, before you could come in and lay a good foundation to a home, you got to do some digging, right? You got to do some digging to be able to lay a solid foundation. And that's what we have here, is a solid foundation that it can be built upon. It can be built upon. So you've been going back and forth, back and forth. Somebody saying, you know what? I've been in and out of relationships my whole life. And now I'm 33 years old. Or now I see that there's somebody there who has the same type of drive and ambition and determination that I do. Somebody says that. Now I see this person works hard and they're dedicated like me. And then Bette Midler is in my head. From a distance. Again, some distance. So back and forth between we're together, we're apart. We are, so it's like, is there really a together? So this is also a changing of mates. So much changing of mates. So much changing of mates only allows you to progress so far. Let me see. Let's throw some monology. Ghost Rider. Yeah, Ghost Riders are not putting expectations on people and things. Yeah, them expectations, man, restrictive. It limits you to a certain experience. Thank you for putting that in the comments. It limits us to a certain experience, the more expectations we have. So we're learning, life is teaching us at this time, let go of some of these restrictive energies. Be more, go with the flow. That monology card feel right there. What else do you have for us? Oh, thank you. Ooh, so work through your fears showed up, and it is facing upside down on the foundation card. Adjustments are required. Stayed in the deck. We're going to put it there. But it flipped over. Anything else, please and thank you. Yeah, you needed to make certain adjustments to being too afraid to make a move. The bottom of the deck is believe in the impossible. So you believed in the impossible, but in order to become a vibrational match to the impossible, you had to be worked through certain energies that were blocking you, that were holding you back. Because as soon as you got to the point of manifestation, you would, in fear, shrink back, stop doing it, stop going that direction. The first card that came out over here, a new romantic cycle begins, and it's in reverse. And it's on the Five of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Lord, which is the Emperor. A new recycle begins, new moon in Libra. I feel like this is a new cycle in love that has begun. It's already begun. And that's why it's in reverse. Because I'm sitting here while the mouth is saying one thing, the spirit is saying, why is this in reverse? You are good enough over the Tower, the Five of Wands, the Lord, and the Five of Cups. So there's another transmutation of energy being highlighted here. Another aligning, another point of alignment, another manifestation. Something is changing because you change. Somebody changed. This is a very spiritual message. Somebody changed their subliminal programming. In other words, their underlying dominant energy, which is the core of your foundational beliefs, your main point of attraction, your point of vibration, your overall, the sum total of your thoughts, feelings, your words, your beliefs. But this is the subconscious side, the ongoing. It's like the opposite of what a recorder does, but like a recorder would record all the time. This is what plays all the time. Awake, asleep, it's always playing. When you're awake, you're in your consciousness. And that 9, the Hermit card, really talks about that too, going into the backside of the brain. So in regards to what relationships look like, what happiness looks like, what it feels like to be single, the purpose of your relationship, the purpose of your singlehood, the energy, the way you can manipulate the energy, shift energy, change things in your world because of this power that you're sitting in, where you're spiritually focused, guided by spirit in your choices. This one fell to its wind activation, fell down. So what you didn't know was you were activating change. Look at that. They're saying what I hear is what you didn't know was you began in doing this whole thing where you really were guided by spirit. You started a shift of energy flow. You started moving energy, and it activated some things. We have the whale breach over here over the 7 of Cups. Adjustments are required, and work through your fears. You broke through your fears here. Island, solitude coming out and staying in the deck. Yeah, this is something that you did on your own, but no man is an island. No man is an island, yet you did it on your own. Interesting. Dragonfly emergence on top of you are good enough. And I'm coming out is coming to my head, the song. I don't have the melody for it, but yes, it's coming out. In your recognition that you are good enough, you opened your energy. You began to come out and show yourself instead of hide. Earth magic. And it's like, so this is, wow. I just got a message about a person who is so comfortable with their own spiritual growth and progress. They changed a lot of things where they used to be afraid to come out and show themselves because of what somebody could think of them or do or whatever. You come out boldly and you let it be known, like, this is where I'm at, this is who I am. You're not going out and necessarily putting it in everyone's face, but wherever you go, you present yourself in a way that you see and you represent. This is like, you wear crystals, you wear shirts with magical sayings on them, you talk about the universe, you've got different things that identify you as one who works with energy, as a light worker, as a healer, as a mystic, as a witch, somebody claims witch, as a shaman, somebody claims shaman, as a, what is it? It's a spiritual thing that you are, and you're not hiding it. And it's interesting because it's like the fairies shows up with earth magic, and they're just watching you come on out, and just standing by in amazement, because it's like, oh, it's been a while since we've seen one embrace this energy like this. They come to see the fire burning in your heart. They want to witness this love from the start. That's what they're watching right now. That's what's being watched. And it's as you realize that you are good enough, this is being observed. The bottom of the deck is synergy. I like the word synergy. These are two forces working together to be greater than their individual selves. So this is like, I mean, each one of those things is kind of cool on its own. It's pretty. It's got its own uniqueness. But there's something that happens with this green man energy and with this garden that we're looking at, this place filled with all this wildlife and wildflowers and this foliage. And it's working so well together. It just flows together. So I'm sure that one fern that I'm looking at over here is pretty on its own. But look at the wholeness, the way it's filled, and it all works well together. And the green man, interesting, and what I'm seeing is there's a symbiotic relationship between the green on earth and the human being on earth. See, as you expel, as you breathe and you exhale, that exhale releases, what is it? Carbon monoxide. And that's what plants inhale. This is why we want you to make sure that you don't live your life in a mask, so that you could breathe in that carbon dioxide, that oxygen that the plants give off to feed you back. So breathe deep. Feed the plants. Breathe deep. Breathe deep. And things are coming together, working together in a beautiful way right now. You're working with the power of the elements of spirit, knowing that all the elements are spirit. Knowing that all the elements are spirit, you just cut through all the shortcuts, went straight right to spirit, and applied that into all your life. Somebody been by themselves, but they've been calling in a mate for sure. There's a couple over here that have been through some changes, but you're in a new energy now, and the energy is breaking. The energy is breaking. Things are changing. Okay, let's see what else we have. And then I'm going to see, is that it? Yeah. Okay, so after this, I'm see if anybody has chosen personal mini readings. The directions was below the video. If you have already done that, I'm about to check my phone and stuff once we get through this next deck here of oracle messages. We're absolutely loving what we're doing. Loving what you're doing. What, Mr. Scott, do you want? Okay, these two. The tribe. Praise of love and peace and happiness. In the land of milk and honey, baby. Milk and honey. The milk and honey is the pot and gold right now. And we have that in the tribe. So tribe people, we are tribe. We have our pot of milk and honey. We are being nourished. We are being fed. We are being united in love and peace and happiness. Tribe. The bottom of the deck. Co-create. Oh, we're co-creating beautiful things. The energy that we bring into our humanity in this tribe is co-creating beautiful, nourishing, healing, new energies and relationships and responses, new awareness. And it's like the more of us that do it, the more that this goes out to create a greater sense of peace, to reconcile humanity with itself and each human with themselves in order to be able to live more authentically. And who's the judge of that, right? And who's the judge of that? Because we tell you at the same time, it's interesting the way these energies work. At any given moment in time, based on your remembrance of your wholeness, you will be living from your most authentic self. But as your awareness of your own true nature, all the isness of you and your choice to embrace that, it's going to expand. Okay. Let's get some romance angels. We're not done yet. One more. Somebody wants some romance angels cards on this, just in case it applies. If it doesn't, let it fly. You know. All right. Thank you for blessing us. Where in the world are you? Where in the world is Tribe? Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. We're going to have to find a better way to say that, please and thank you. Okay. All right. Stop shuffling. That's it. Okay. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Praise. We knew that, right? We knew that. Spirit is guiding everything. Bottom of the deck. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So forgiving and learning happening here. Somebody is forgiving other people, and it's like there's two angels watching. There's two angels here watching you. So these are two people that you know who have been watching you as you forgive. Somebody is asking forgiveness. Somebody is apologetic. Oh, I see three. A third face is there. Interesting. I definitely never seen this before. So I don't know if this is going to show up on the camera, but right here, this angel, and there's the third angel that I didn't see before, but this angel looks like it's carrying a net bag, and right here is just a piece. And what I see is this person's worry, sorrow, and regret is being taken away by this angel because this person is forgiving. So it's lifting a weight. Somebody is choosing to be forgiving and lift that weight. Somebody's asking for apology or offering an apology because not asking for apology, offering an apology because they don't want to carry that weight anymore. It's weighed them down long enough. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. We talked about not having an attachment to outcomes, to just be more allowing, to be more flowing, to let the energy flow in relationships. What do we have here by the emergence? New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. New love coming in on emergence. But I feel like, yeah, it's you attracting a lot of new love out externally because you are the love. You are the love. So you're attracting the love. Let's see what else we have here. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Codependency. Okay. And wedding. This situation involves marriage. So somebody is married to a person who has addictions, and addictions can be on so many different levels, from drugs to alcohol to gambling to shopping to eating to exercising to making money. Like, what are you addicted? I'm addicted to tarot cards. But this codependency is something where it's having very unpleasurable side effect. There's somebody who just still looking and saying, you know what? I want this is the one for me. And they really, somebody really feels like they don't know what to do without you. They're just fixed on you. They're very fixed on you. But what they don't know is there's a new person coming into the picture, or there's somebody who wants to come into the picture. All right. Let me see. We're doing it. What is codependency here? Let's start there. And the codependency is on the Knight of Discs and the King of Wands. Okay. We have Two of Hearts falling on my lap with the Ace of Hearts. Love. Love, love, love. Three of Wands and the Four of Spades. Or Three of Clubs and the Four of Spades. Two of Hearts, Ace of Hearts. Yeah, this person is definitely all in love. Don't know what to do without you. Don't know what I would do without you. Can't take my eyes off of you. You're just too good to be true. You feel like heaven to touch. I want to hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived. And I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Now, somebody's got their eyes on this person, and this new love is between the two of you. Because somebody finally pushed past their fears. Three of Diamonds, King of Clubs, matches as King of Wands. Six of Clubs, Jack of Clubs. Somebody is dead set on building up to a wedding here. They want this long-term commitment. Somebody else over here sitting in a little bit of worry and fear. Nine of Hearts, Queen of Swords. But they know what they want. And this love is in a new phase. So this, for some of this is new people, and you dealing with a earth sign or a fire sign who is definitely looking at marriage. They've been on their own. They've dealt with some issues of codependency. They dealt with some of their addictions. They dealt with different things that they had going on with some of their addictions. Do they really have that many? They dealt with issues anywhere where they were doing lack and limitation. They dealt with a lot of those things, and they realizing that you're somebody they want to be with long term. They want to marry you. Somebody wants to marry you. Somebody wants to marry you. They want to seal the deal. Somebody wants to seal the deal. They can't take their eyes off of you. And they're coming in, in a new form, more stable than they've ever before. Okay. More stable. The wild card is the religious factor. So the wild card is, it all depends on what your spirit calls you to. It all depends on what your spirit calls you to. This is matching this energy down here for me. Yeah, somebody is somebody is really entertaining the idea of this connection because it feels right. Somebody else is all up in it. Okay. Ace of clubs on top of a bonus. Something certifiable, something official. Oh. 9 of diamonds on top of the joker. And the 8 of hearts. Something I think stayed in the deck. Hold on, let's see. Did something stay in the deck? It came out. Nope, there it is. 8 of spades stayed in the deck. The bottom, okay. The bottom is the 9 of clubs. 9 and 9. All the 9s are out. So something is wrapping it up. Something is changing here. 9 of clubs, you at the end. This is totally wrapping up what you're doing because things are going to change. The joker is with the 9 of diamonds, which is about getting those material gains, getting those gains. And it's also the single person card. Will you choose to be single because spirit guides you there? Wow. 8 of spades. I put it right here and they're saying it's on purpose. Are you going to stay focused on the tribe of love and peace and happiness in the land of milk and honey? A new romantic cycle begins, but this is now saying, hey, with this Ace of Wands and this certified, it is like certified message. You need to take a fresh start because maybe it's not supposed to begin a new romantic cycle because the 8 of hearts is here, that energy of going in a direction. Was you being going to focus on this tribe and milk and honey? Satisfaction lies with the tribe. And somebody's like, why should I keep saying tribe? If you know, then you know. If you feel it in your soul, then you know. All right, that's it. I'm all up in this. If you get it, then you get it. If it wasn't for you, maybe it wasn't you. It was for you. I already know. You was attracted to watch it for a reason. All right, let me check my phone and see if we are complete today or what we going to talk about what we got to say. All right. Tina, thank you for stopping by. Okay. It looks like we are complete for today. Check out your zodiac sign readings. Check out all the offerings that we have for you. Thank you for allowing us to be of service. Until next time, sending you the energies of love and peace and happiness. Laters.